take me through, if you don't mind, because I don't know if we've ever talked about this, going to the Comedy Store and getting past at the Comedy Store. Like, how long did you have to go before they were like, okay.
So I've been doing comedy for 3 months, bro.
Right.
3 months. And I found out that Mitzi Shore loves different.
Okay.
So I call the Comedy Store and I go, my name is Ned Mencia.
Uh-huh.
And I'm from Honduras, Central America.
Oh, my God. You just gave out all your secrets.
Okay. So I go there and they call me up and go, she wants to see you tonight. I had never written a joke at that point because my mom is Mexican.
Right.
And I grew up in East LA. So all of us are Mexican. So all I was doing was Mexican jokes.
Right.
But I went, oh, I just told her I'm from Honduras. I got to write jokes about being Honduran. And I wrote this. I don't even remember the jokes, bro.
Right.
It was something about, Mexicans, it's tortilla, but I'm from Central America. We eat bananas. Like, it was something stupid, bro.
Yeah.
But it was all like about being Honduran. And I get off stage and she goes, I want you to be a non-paid regular here. Non-paid regular meant that the first 2 spots on every night, you could get one of those 2 spots.
But you were not paid.
Non-paid.
Right.
And then she goes, do you have a job? I go, not now. This is what I want to do for a living.
Right.
Then I'm going to give you a job. Work in the door and you're going to be a gopher because my gopher just quit. And I was like, yeah, I want to be a gopher.
Yeah.
And then I walked away. I was like, what's a gopher? What is that? What does a gopher do? And he's just like a errand fetch boy.
Yeah. Go do this, deliver
So
that.
I used to drive this little Mitsubishi, the old Jeep.
Right.
Do you remember that Mitsubishi Jeep? I used to drive that around, a black one that had the Comedy Store logo on the side, and I'd go buy peanuts or I'd go to Bevmo and do whatever they wanted, and I worked during the day, and I worked the door at night, and so I got maybe 1 or 2 spots, but if nobody showed up and there were dropouts or somebody got the light,
right,
and there was nobody, hey,
you
go
get
on
a couple
stage.
minutes, yeah.
So I'm Ned Mencia for a little bit, and about a month-ish into it, she sees me perform and she goes, yeah, you're getting better, but you can't be an angry Mexican named Ned. And I was like, I'm sorry, but you do know I'm from Honduras, right? She goes, yeah, I remember, but you can't be an angry Mexican named Ned. And I was like, but I'm not Mexican. She's like, you're not hearing me. You can't be an angry Mexican. And she was trying to say, like, people are going to think you're Mexican. Doesn't matter what you think. You know what I mean? That's what you're going to be. And so I said, well, I have an uncle named Carlos, which I do. I have an uncle named Carlos. And she goes, Carlos Mencia. That's melodious. And she pulls out a postcard and she writes Carlos Mencia 1988 on it. And I have that postcard in my house.
Really?
She signed for Carlos Mencia.